the wonders of the Amazon and its natural marvels. The Amazon rainforest is one of the most extraordinary and enigmatic regions on Earth, a sprawling ecosystem that defies comprehension in its scale, diversity, and ecological complexity. Covering roughly 5.5 million square kilometers, about 15 times the size of Germany, the Amazon represents not only a vast reservoir of life, but also a critical component of the planet's climate and biosphere. Within this enormous green expanse exist countless ecosystems, ranging from flooded forests and riverine wetlands to terra-firm uplands, each supporting a rich tapestry of flora and fauna. The rainforest is home to over 3 million known animal species, innumerable plant varieties, and some of the last indigenous tribes who have never had contact with modern civilization, living in isolation and preserving cultural practices that predate written history. The Amazon River, the lifeblood of the forest, winds for more than 400 kilometers across the continent, though scientists continue to debate whether it or the Nile deserves the title of the world's longest river, depending on which tributary is considered the source. The river and its countless tributaries create a dynamic and complex hydrological network, nourishing the rainforest, shaping its ecology, and supporting human settlements along its banks. Despite centuries of exploration, much of the Amazon remains uncharted, its dense vegetation and labyrinthine waterways concealing hidden ecosystems, unrecorded species, and geological phenomena that continue to challenge scientists and explorers alike. Among the most remarkable and unusual natural features of the Amazon is the so-called boiling river in the Peruvian Amazon, known to locals as Shanay Timpishka, which translates to boiled with the heat of the sun. Stretching approximately 6 kilometers in length, the river reaches scalding temperatures of up to 100 degrees C, hot enough to kill any animal that comes into contact with it instantly. Even sections of the river that are relatively cooler hover around 45 degrees C, creating a natural sauna so intense that it transforms the surrounding environment and deters most wildlife. The phenomenon is believed to originate from geothermal activity beneath the Earth's surface. Heat from deep within the crust is channeled through underground fissures, warming the water as it flows downstream. Researchers, including Peruvian scientist Andres Russo, have described Shanay Timpishka as a natural underground pressure cooker, a feature that is both deadly and awe-inspiring. For centuries, local legends treated the boiling river as myth, and it was only in recent decades that science confirmed its existence, revealing a hydrological anomaly unlike any other on Earth. The boiling river is not merely a curiosity, it also illustrates the geological dynamism of the Amazon basin. While most think of the rainforest as static, dense jungle, it is in fact an area of immense tectonic and volcanic activity, where underground heat interacts with water systems in ways that are still poorly understood. The river provides a glimpse into the hidden power of Earth's interior, showing how geothermal energy can manifest in extraordinary ways even far from traditional volcanic zones. It is a reminder that the Amazon is not just a repository of life, but also a stage for ongoing geological and hydrological processes that continue to shape the landscape. Beyond its geological marvels, the Amazon is a showcase of botanical and zoological extremes. Its flora includes some of the planet's largest, most resilient, and most specialized plants. Among these is the Victoria amazonica, a giant water lily that commands attention with leaves spanning up to 3 meters in diameter, capable of supporting the weight of an adult human. The plant's flowers bloom rapidly within 48 hours, beginning as pristine white blossoms and transitioning to pink as they mature, a transformation that signals pollination readiness and maturity. The undersides of the leaves are lined with spines, a natural defense against herbivores, while the plant's structure allows it to thrive in flooded environments, floating effortlessly on the river's surface while anchoring securely to the muddy bottom. Victoria amazonica is a striking example of the rainforest's ability to adapt to extreme conditions, combining elegance, size, and biological efficiency in a single organism. The Amazon's wildlife is no less extraordinary. It hosts an astonishing array of species adapted to the unique challenges of life in the rainforest. Among the most unusual creatures is the basilisk lizard, nicknamed the Jesus lizard, for its remarkable ability to sprint across water. Using rapid movement and specialized foot morphology, the lizard can escape predators by literally running on the surface of rivers and streams, a feat that highlights the extraordinary evolutionary pressures that shape survival strategies in this environment. Predatory fish, such as the piranha and the arapaima, dominate aquatic ecosystems, while birds, amphibians, and insects form complex food webs that support both predators and prey in delicate ecological balance. Enormous spiders, colorful poison dart frogs, and elusive mammals like jaguars and tapirs further illustrate the Amazon's status as a biome of extremes, where adaptation and resilience are constant themes. In addition to its ecological diversity, the Amazon remains one of the least explored frontiers of science. Despite centuries of study, new species continue to be discovered regularly, from previously unknown fish and insects to mammals that have eluded human observation for decades. Remote areas of the forest harbor ecosystems so isolated that they operate largely independently of the surrounding environment, offering scientists opportunities to study evolution, ecology, and biodiversity in near-pristine conditions. The sheer scale of the rainforest ensures that much remains hidden, and the possibility of undiscovered rivers, geothermal anomalies, or unique species is virtually limitless. The Amazon also presents paradoxes that challenge conventional understanding of ecosystems. For example, despite its immense biomass, parts of the rainforest are nutrient-poor, relying on highly efficient nutrient cycles and symbiotic relationships between flora and soil microbes to sustain plant growth. Trees compete fiercely for sunlight, water, and space, often developing extraordinary adaptations such as buttressed roots or epiphytic growth habits to thrive in dense forest canopies. The interplay between competition and cooperation, predator and prey, and land and water creates a living system of staggering complexity, one that scientists are only beginning to fully comprehend. Indigenous cultures have played a central role in shaping and maintaining the Amazon ecosystem for millennia. Tribes living in isolation practice sustainable resource management, hunting, fishing, and gathering in ways that preserve ecological balance. Their knowledge of medicinal plants, animal behavior, and seasonal cycles reflects an intimate understanding of the rainforest's complexity. These communities provide invaluable insight into ecological sustainability and highlight the interconnectedness of human culture and natural systems in one of the planet's most delicate biomes. The Amazon is not just a wilderness. It is a living laboratory where human and ecological history are entwined in ways that continue to inform science, medicine, and conservation. The challenges facing the Amazon today are profound. Deforestation, illegal mining, and climate change threaten the rainforest's biodiversity and the delicate balance of its ecosystems. Rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns alter river flows, affecting species adapted to highly specific environmental conditions. Geothermal phenomena like the boiling river are particularly vulnerable as their surrounding ecosystems are sensitive to changes in vegetation and hydrology. Conservation efforts, indigenous land rights, and scientific research are all crucial in protecting this vast and irreplaceable biome. Protecting the Amazon is not merely a matter of local importance. It is a global imperative as the forest regulates carbon cycles, influences global weather patterns, and sustains an unmatched diversity of life. The Amazon's unique combination of scale, biodiversity, geological activity, and cultural significance makes it unparalleled. From towering trees to hidden rivers, from giant water lilies to lizards that sprint on water, the rainforest exemplifies the limits of adaptation and survival. The boiling river, Victoria Amazonica, and countless other phenomena underscore the extraordinary ways in which life and Earth itself can defy expectations. Even today, explorers and scientists can walk into the Amazon and discover features that challenge existing knowledge, revealing a world that is at once ancient, dynamic, and profoundly mysterious. In the final analysis, the Amazon rainforest is a testament to life's capacity for complexity, adaptation, and endurance. Its rivers, plants, and wildlife demonstrate an intricate balance of natural forces, evolution, and environmental interaction that has persisted for millions of years. The boiling river exemplifies the intersection of geology and ecology, while species like the basilisk lizard and giant water lilies showcase the ingenuity of evolution in response to extreme conditions. The forest remains both a scientific frontier and a sanctuary for life, where every expedition holds the potential to uncover phenomena previously unimagined. Its vastness, richness, and fragility demand attention, study, and protection, ensuring that future generations may continue to marvel at one of the planet's greatest natural wonders. Ancient civilizations and mysterious archaeology. The Amazon rainforest is not only a biological wonder, it is also a vast repository of human history, preserving the traces of civilizations that once thrived within its dense and seemingly impenetrable jungles. For centuries, explorers, scientists, and archaeologists believed that the Amazon was largely uninhabitable before European contact. Its thick vegetation, unpredictable rivers, and challenging climate thought to prevent sustained settlements. Yet mounting evidence over the past few decades has upended these assumptions, revealing that the rainforest was home to advanced societies capable of remarkable engineering, architectural, and cultural achievements. These discoveries demonstrate that the Amazon is as much a historical and archaeological frontier as it is an ecological one, hiding secrets that continue to astonish researchers today. One of the most striking examples of ancient ingenuity is the geoglyphs discovered in Brazil's Acre region, near the Peruvian border. These massive earthworks, first noticed in the 1970s by archaeologist Denise Xian, consist of geometric patterns etched directly into the forest floor, often forming circles, squares, and complex interconnected designs. Initial observations were limited by the dense vegetation, but advancements in satellite imagery allowed researchers to confirm that over 300 such geoglyphs exist across the region, spanning hundreds of kilometers. Dating back to around 1000 BCE, these structures suggest the presence of organized societies capable of large-scale landscape modification. The precision, scale, and consistency of the geoglyphs indicate careful planning and coordination, pointing to a level of social organization previously unimagined for Amazonian cultures of that era. The purpose of the geoglyphs remains a subject of debate among scholars. Some propose that they served ceremonial functions, possibly acting as ritual spaces for religious or spiritual practices. Others suggest that they were territorial markers, delineating land ownership or political boundaries among different groups. There is even speculation that certain designs had artistic or cosmological significance, reflecting an understanding of astronomy, mythology, or symbolic representation. Regardless of their specific function, the geoglyphs provide compelling evidence that the Amazon was not merely a wilderness, but a landscape shaped and managed by human hands, demonstrating that ancient societies adapted to the jungle's challenges in sophisticated and creative ways. In addition to geoglyphs, the Amazon has yielded extraordinary examples of urban-scale construction, including lost cities hidden deep within the rainforest. In 2012, researchers uncovered one such settlement featuring enormous stone structures, including a 79-meter-tall pyramid topped with a polished stone altar. The scale of the pyramid and accompanying construction suggests an organized workforce capable of moving massive quantities of stone and coordinating large-scale engineering projects. Archaeologists also discovered oversized tools and implements, some of which are so large that they led to speculative and controversial claims that giants may have inhabited the region in antiquity. While these claims remain unproven and heavily debated, the findings underscore the advanced technical capabilities and ambitious construction undertaken by Amazonian societies, challenging the notion that dense jungle landscapes could only support small, nomadic communities. These discoveries also provide insight into the social and political structures of ancient Amazonian societies. The presence of pyramids, ceremonial platforms, and large communal spaces implies hierarchical organization, with leadership capable of mobilizing labor, allocating resources, and coordinating complex projects. Settlements were often interconnected by carefully planned roads and canals, indicating trade networks and communication systems that extended over considerable distances. Artifacts such as pottery, figurines, and tools reveal a rich material culture, with symbolic motifs and craftsmanship reflecting religious beliefs, social status, and cultural identity. These findings collectively suggest that the Amazon supported vibrant, technologically adept, and culturally sophisticated populations long before the arrival of European explorers. The rainforest also preserves evidence of human ritual and tragedy, offering glimpses into the spiritual life and survival strategies of ancient peoples. In Peru, archaeologists uncovered a mass grave at Huancachito Las Llamas containing the remains of hundreds of children and animals, victims of ritual sacrifices carried out by the Chima culture. The careful arrangement of the bodies, along with precise incisions to the chest, indicates highly ritualized practices intended to appease spiritual forces or protect against natural disasters. These sacrifices, conducted on a large scale, reflect a society deeply attuned to environmental pressures and willing to take extreme measures to influence the natural world. The discovery offers a chilling reminder of the human capacity for both devotion and desperation, revealing how belief systems shaped the lives and deaths of entire communities. Beyond ceremonial and ritual contexts, the Amazon contains archaeological evidence of adaptive strategies for surviving in a challenging environment. Ancient societies engineered terra preta, or Amazonian dark earth, a type of highly fertile soil created through the systematic addition of charcoal, compost, and organic matter. This innovation allowed communities to sustain intensive agriculture in soils that would otherwise be nutrient-poor, supporting large populations and enabling complex settlement patterns. The cultivation of manioc, maize, and other crops, combined with the creation of raised fields and fish management systems, illustrates a sophisticated understanding of ecology and resource management, highlighting the ingenuity and resilience of Amazonian civilizations. Archaeological studies also reveal that these societies engaged in long-distance trade, connecting different regions of the Amazon and beyond. Exotic materials such as jade, obsidian, and shell were transported over hundreds of kilometers, exchanged for local products like ceramics, feathers, and medicinal plants. Trade routes often followed rivers and constructed causeways, facilitating the movement of goods while navigating the dense jungle. This network of exchange not only enabled economic specialization, but also fostered cultural diffusion, spreading religious ideas, technological knowledge, and artistic motifs across vast distances. The Amazon, therefore, was not an isolated wilderness, but a dynamic landscape of human innovation, interaction, and cultural complexity. Technological achievements extended to urban planning and architecture. Settlements featured elevated platforms to avoid flooding, strategically oriented buildings for climate control, and sophisticated drainage systems that managed rainfall and river surges. Public spaces, plazas, and ceremonial centers were carefully arranged to reflect social hierarchies and religious beliefs. The scale, precision, and integration of these structures demonstrate that Amazonian civilizations possessed advanced engineering knowledge. capable of creating urban landscapes resilient to both environmental challenges and social needs. Together, these discoveries challenge centuries-old assumptions about the Amazon as a sparsely populated and inhospitable region prior to European contact. Rather than an untouched wilderness, the rainforest was home to thriving societies that shaped, managed, and transformed their environment. Advanced agriculture, monumental architecture, ceremonial earthworks, and complex social organization reveal a level of sophistication that rivaled contemporary civilizations elsewhere in the Americas and the Old World. The Amazon emerges not as a passive backdrop, but as an active partner in human history. Its landscapes both shaped by and shaping the lives of those who inhabited it. Modern archaeological technologies, including LIDAR's light detection and ranging, have revolutionized the study of the Amazon. By penetrating dense canopy layers, LIDAR scans have revealed previously invisible structures such as roads, terraces, and fortified settlements, dramatically expanding knowledge of pre-Columbian societies. These discoveries demonstrate that the forest, long assumed to be largely unmodified by humans, was in fact extensively shaped by centuries of human activity. The interplay between natural and human-engineered landscapes underscores the adaptability and ingenuity of ancient Amazonian populations, revealing a civilization attuned to both ecological constraints and opportunities. The Amazon's archaeological richness also carries profound implications for understanding human resilience, adaptation, and cultural evolution. From geoglyphs and pyramids to ritual sites and engineered soils, the region offers unparalleled insight into how human societies can flourish in challenging environments. The evidence suggests that the rainforest supported not only survival, but also creativity, spiritual expression, and technological innovation, challenging conventional narratives of primitive or undeveloped cultures in pre-Columbian South America. These revelations resonate beyond the Amazon itself, influencing broader discussions about human-environment interactions, sustainability, and cultural heritage. By studying ancient Amazonian civilizations, scientists gain insight into sustainable land management practices, ecological adaptation, and long-term societal resilience. Lessons that remain relevant today as modern populations confront climate change, deforestation, and biodiversity loss. The rainforest, therefore, serves not only as a repository of the past, but also as a living laboratory, offering strategies and inspiration for contemporary ecological and cultural challenges. The Amazon rainforest is far more than a biological treasure. It is a landscape of human ingenuity, ritual, and historical depth. Geoglyphs in Brazil, lost cities with monumental stone structures, ritual sites in Peru, and engineered agricultural systems all reveal civilizations capable of shaping and thriving in one of the planet's most challenging environments. These discoveries compel a reevaluation of the rainforest's history, showing that long before European contact, the Amazon was a place of advanced technology,